Some mountain chains, like the Sierra Nevadas in California, have pink snow that tastes and smells like watermelons. You really can smell rain. It smells like a mix of plant oils, bacteria, and the ozone. Before taking a picture, Victorians used to say prunes instead of cheese, to appear more serious. Smiling was considered uneducated. The Sargasso Sea has no actual shores, because it's located in the middle of the North Atlantic Ocean. When you sneeze, the air that comes out of your nose is moving at 100 miles per hour. The average person checks their phone on average every 6 minutes. That totals up to 150 times a day. To find out if cranberries are ripe or not, growers drop them and see if they can bounce over a wooden barrier. Only ripe berries can make it. 90% of the world's population lives in the Northern Hemisphere. The Statue of Liberty is made of copper, so it was originally the same color as a penny. Over time it's turned green due to oxidation. Did you know the word friends was used somewhere in every episode of the show, Friends? In 1962, the official sport of the state of Maryland became jousting. According to the video game designer, Toru Adewani, a pizza with one slice removed was the inspiration for Pacman. An ear of corn always has an even number of rows. Usually 16, with an average of 800 kernels on each ear. The Cookie Monster from Sesame Street has a real name, it's Sid. The most successful pirate of all time was a woman named Ching Shin. She had 80,000 men under her command. A blue whale's heart is as large as a small car, and you can hear it beating from 2 miles away. Dolphins call each other by names or rather special vocal whistles. Hard to believe, but an Australian man actually tried once to sell New Zealand on eBay. The bidding was stopped by eBay officials at $3,000. Bubble wrap was originally supposed to be a textured wallpaper. It was invented by sealing 2 shower curtains together. You will spend around 6 months of your life waiting for red lights to turn green. Sure, why not? A bolt of lightning has enough energy to toast 100,000 slices of bread. Lines in roads were created after watching milk wagons leaking while going down the road. Edward Hines noticed these trails from the dripping milk, and in 1911, he thought it was a good idea to use them. Nearly 30,000 rubber ducks were dropped into the Pacific Ocean off a cargo ship in 1992. People are still finding them today anywhere from Australia to Alaska. There's a bridge built over a highway in the Netherlands that's just for squirrels, but a maximum of only 5 squirrels use it every year. Ever wonder what the little hole in the bottom of your padlock is? It lets water drain if the lock is in the rain. NASCAR drivers sweat so much in extreme heat that they can lose up to 10 pounds during one race. The largest snowflake ever was noted in Montana in 1887. It was the size of a frisbee. While the northern hemisphere has the aurora borealis, the southern has the aurora australis, which you can also view in the winter. Roosters have a type of natural built-in earplug that prevents them from going deaf from their own noise. Croissants, which people think came from France, were actually invented in Vienna, Austria, and came to France in the 1830s. The world's largest pyramid is in Puebla, Mexico, not Egypt as many people believe. Your brain performs the equivalent of 38,000 trillion computer operations per second. Even today's most powerful supercomputer can do only 0.002% of that capacity. If you want to become a taxi or cab driver in London, you'll have to memorize 320 routes, 25,000 streets and 20,000 sites without using your GPS. The expiration date on a water bottle is for the bottle, not the water. Plastic can leach inside with time and water never goes bad. The continent of Africa is the only one that sits in all 4 hemispheres, and both the equator and prime meridian pass right through it. Pineapples were named after pine cones by European explorers because of their spiked, same looks. Your body gives off enough heat in half an hour to boil a gallon of water. In 1986, Apple had its own clothing and lifestyle line, but it was not successful. All blue-eyed people share one distant ancestor, that all have the same gene sequences for eye color. In Oregon, there is a city named Boring. Scotland has a city named Dull. An interrobang is the question mark and exclamation mark you use a lot to finish sentences today. Doritos can be used as good kindling. They are easily flammable, and one chip can burn for 30 to 60 seconds. And Pringles and Cheetos will work too. The name IKEA comes from the founder's name, Ingvar Kamprad, and the names of the town and farm where he grew up. Elm Terrat and Agunarid. Cats can be allergic to humans, but this is probably because of the perfume or soap you use, not your natural scent. In Central and South America, there's a fruit that tastes like chocolate pudding. It's called black sapote. The word kimono translates to a thing to wear. Ki means wear, and mono means thing. There used to be Olympic events between 1912 and 1948 where people competed in sculpture, music, architecture, and painting. Mount Everest isn't the tallest in the world. The champion is Mauna Kea. It's just 13,800 feet above sea level, but the rest is hidden under the water. Did you know the dark spots on a leopard are known as rosettes? It's because they are similar to the shape of a rose flower. The only person to have ever played golf outside the Earth happened on the Moon in 1971, during the Apollo 14 space mission. His name was Alan Shepard. And by the way, he used a 6-iron. The Earth's continental plates drift at about the same rate as your fingernails grow. The black box on airplanes are actually bright orange so that they're more easily located in the event of a crash. German chocolate cake didn't actually come from Germany. It was named after an American baker named Samuel German. The sky on Mars is red, and the sunsets are blue. This is caused by the dust in the Martian air. That's all we have this time from Mr. Weird Facts, so thanks for a thumbs up and subscribing for our upcoming videos. Until next time, have a great day.